Hi, everyone. I'd like to talk about three quick things. First, I'd like to convince you that you are a data scientist. Second, I'd like to share a little bit about my data science journey. And then third, I'll share a few lessons learned along the way. So first off, everyone is a data scientist. Doesn't matter if you're a doctor, nurse, writer, blogger. If you're using data to make decisions, you are, in essence, a data scientist. And we can see that everywhere in our world right now. Coronavirus, tons of data around infection rates, mortality rates. You have a lot of implications around what's safe, what's not safe, a lot of data-based decision-making going on. A second one is around personal finance. How can I understand how to spend less money on things I don't need? How can I understand how to save more money? How can I spend less on Flamin' Hot Cheetos? Data-based decisions around your finances. Again, it's a data science problem. And thirdly, this may not seem like a data science problem, but it really is. You're looking at a bunch of dating profiles saying, hey, based on this person's profile, likes and dislikes, should I date them? Could I date them? It's a data science question. So at its core, all these three examples, if you're using data to make decisions, then you're on your way to becoming a data scientist. Because that's what data scientists do. All they do is take in data, analyze data, and then come up with insights, conclusions, and stories around that. So now I'll share some of my story. And again, I'm not a PhD in data science. I'm an engineer first, then I became a consultant, learned the tools along the way. So it's very, very ubiquitous. Anyone can learn these tools. As a consultant, I started off with just Excel and PowerPoint. I would use Excel to analyze companies' financials to say, how can companies essentially cut costs and increase revenue? And after all that data analysis, I would say, hey, here's the story, clients. Here's your next step in PowerPoint. But it's kind of boring. Clients did not like a 100-page slide deck on all the minute details and recommendations and appendix charts. They just did not get it. They wanted a story. They wanted something they could really understand, something that they could flip through, something that they could really say, hey, what about this? What if that? And I realized what they really wanted was a better story. So I said, could I use data science to tell clients a better story about their company financials? And that began my quest to really kind of become a data scientist as a consultant. So I jumped right in, learned a lot about data science through Medium articles, whether it was Towards Data Science or others. Learned a lot about the tools on sites such as Udemy and Udacity, really just digging in deep, understanding how to build these models on my own. So one big change was I said, hey, it's pretty easy to translate some of these Excel models I've made to these bigger tools that can create deeper analytics, more meaningful ideas for clients in terms of what can they really do with my recommendations. And then finally, I told them a story with a dashboard. I brought all of that in to a coherent and dynamic view that clients could say, hey, what if I change this? Or what if this happens? What's my final result? And I told them a story with their data through data science. So here's some lessons learned. And ultimately, I would say just go for it. Start with a few things. Make a few dashboards. Try a few things out. Because data is all around us. But the first lesson I would say would be really, start small and start visual. Don't worry about coding. Don't worry about Python for now. Practice making a few dashboards, whether it's on Power BI or Tableau. Just get your feet wet and say, hey, can I make some interesting visual insights with some data I have on hand? But with that data, I would say find something that actually interests you. There's a ton of free data sources out there you can download or extract. Find something that interests you. They have everything, even such things such as Titanic survival information. Everything. And thirdly, collaborate and build portfolio early. It doesn't matter if you only know a few very simple things. That's enough. Look at some data that interests you, analyze it, find some insights, and then tell that story in a public forum. That's powerful. So to recap, everyone on this call is a data scientist because everyone has some kind of data in their life that they use to make decisions. That's powerful. So I want to empower you guys to use different kinds of tools to make those decisions.